Hi everyone, my name is Nathan. I'm here to read you a book today called Goose's Story by Cari. Please join me here at the Wildlife Sanctuary. Henry hears the honking first. He circles the pond a round and a half, splashing up warm spring mud all over his winter coat. Henry knows the geese are coming, and then I know it too. They land in couples and stand in threes and band together in bunches like people. Old geese, young geese, grandmas, uncles, cousins, and nieces, each one painted in black and white, gray and brown. Some geese sit and some geese sleep. Some drink and bathe and swim and sun. Pecking and nibbling, they celebrate spring all afternoon. Then Henry breaks free to take back his pond, and the Sunday geese jump for their sky, their wings spread wider than my arms can reach, their legs tucked under like airplane wings. There is honking and barking and giggles from me. Until I see her, one goose alone. She doesn't flutter her feathers or hiss at Henry. She doesn't stretch out her neck, and she doesn't fly away. Go, I shout and stamp my boots, but the goose don't move. She stares at us, and we stare at her. First at what is right about her, and then at what is wrong. It's your foot, I whisper, and then I can't move either. My heart is thumping so loud, I'm sure she can hear it. Oh, Goose, I say, what happened to you? I want to stay and watch her, make sure she's all right, but I might scare her even more, and I'm scared too. So I lead Henry toward our house, to Mama and Papa inside. The next day, when I see the goose, her foot is gone. I feel the saddest I've ever felt. I stand on my one foot, fixing my eyes on the geese at the other side of the pond, losing my balance when I've counted to 37. Unlucky goose, says Papa, looking away. Some kind of accident, says Mama, looking angry. For the rest of the spring, the other geese swim and the other geese nibble. They build their nests and show off their young. Soon, they teach the babies to follow and the babies to swim. They stay away from raccoons and foxes and from the goose with the one foot. I never thought geese could be so mean. Every day when I look out, I see the goose in the same place, bending over to get the grass, balancing her weight the way a ballerina would. Even now, Henry knows she's different and doesn't chase her. I want to feed her, pet her, be her friend, but Mama says I mustn't. A wild goose has to learn to live with her weaknesses, or she won't live at all. Try to be strong, little girl, Papa's told me, and let her be. But being strong is hard. When Mama and Papa aren't looking, I sneak my goose some cracked corn. I talk to her like Mama talks to me when I'm sick, soft and quiet. I'm so sorry, Goose. Does it hurt? Don't be afraid. Then I tell her a story like Papa tells me before I go to bed. I blow her a kiss and whisper, try to be strong, little goose. One day when I look out, I don't see the goose with one foot. I run outside, and there she is, over where the grass is greener, hobbling on her stumpy leg, like my grandma with her cane. Atta girl, I whisper, the way my teacher does when I try something hard at school. The next day, I tell her that I'm learning to swim. But it's not as hard as learning to walk is for you, I say, and she listens. Another day, she tries to swim, slowly at first, then faster, paddling across the deserted pond, deserted except for me and Henry, cheering. If only she would fly, I tell Mama, then the other geese wouldn't think she's weak, and she wouldn't always be by herself. It's not so easy, says Mama. She's had to push off pretty hard with one foot, Papa tells me. Come on, Goose, I whisper. It would be getting cold soon. How will you keep safe when the pond is frozen over? But she doesn't even try to fly. All summer long, my goose is happy to hobble, nibble, drink, and swim. One day I notice that the other geese have started swimming with her. Hooray! In the water, they look just like the same, but I know they aren't. By September, it's almost time for the geese to fly south, and for me to go back to school. I wonder what will happen to the goose with one foot when the others fly away. I wish she would stay, and I wish she would go. Both at the same time. Who will be your friend when I'm at school, I ask her. One afternoon when I get home, The geese have gone. I scatter some corn, but no one comes to get it. Henry looks at me, and I look at Henry. We don't know what to think, except that our goose is gone too. For days after, Henry and I hear the trumpeting of the wild geese over our heads. Is our goose up there too? We explore every inch of the woods together, hoping she's hiding, hoping she's not. We put away the corn till spring, and then the goose music in the sky stops. We give up for good. All fall and winter, I think about my goose. When I'm riding in the bus, I think I see her. Picking apples, I think I hear her. When I'm playing soccer, I imagine how hard it would be to run with one foot. In November, I'm in a play at school, and in December, I get a hamster for Christmas. In January, our pond is frozen solid, and in February, Mama starts her tomatoes on the plants indoors. In March, Henry has begun to shed his winter coat, and Papa says I've grown 2 inches since summer. I'm the first in my family to spot the red-breasted robin. The smell of onion grass is not far behind. Soon after, I feel the warm sun that turns the skating rink back into a pond. Henry hears the honking first. He circles the pond a round and a half, mud splattering what's left of his winter coat. Henry knows the geese are coming, and then I know it too. They land together, a couple of geese, honking and flapping, drinking and bathing, combing each other's feathers. One is larger than the other. His neck is thick as a fire hose when he stretches it out to protect her. The goose with 1 foot. It's really you, Goose, I shout. It's really you. For the rest of the spring, 2 geese swim and 2 geese sun. 2 geese peck and 2 geese nibble. Side by side, they're always together, like Henry and me, friends. Then one morning in May, I find a big surprise. There's the goose with 1 foot and 7 babies. 7 babies with 14 feet, peeping and prancing, flapping and following, right behind their papa. I smile at the parade, and then especially at my goose. Look at you, I whisper. Look at you.